Stand for Health Freedom has made some dangerous recommendations about the May 3rd primary. You will see them highlighted on the screen. I didn't want to have to address this, but we've been getting consistent stream of messages asking about the discrepancy between our voter guide and their endorsements. This is the most pressing issue of the times. Hoosiers, you must make informed decisions. Don't just take the word of an organization for it. Review the facts yourself. For the last 2 years, the Indiana General Assembly has been asleep on the job, ignoring your pleas for help with vaccine mandates, lockdowns, and discrimination. Ultimately, they chose to end the state of emergency by bowing down to the governor's demands, providing weak exemption legislation, and including discriminatory testing. Hoosiers must treat elections as the renewal of a job contract. Review the performance of your legislator and compare that to their challenger. Of course, we know this can be difficult because the challenger doesn't have a voting record. And that's exactly why Hoosiers for Medical Liberty developed a specific survey so that way challengers could voice their commitment to your medical liberty. Hoosiers for Medical Liberty does not endorse, support, or oppose any political candidate. We educate Hoosiers on the issue and how legislators or candidates perform. That is how we came to the conclusions on our lineup. I'm sure you've heard the saying, insanity is repeating the same mistakes and expecting different results. Hoosiers, we know you've had enough. We know you are ready for change. But if we continue to allow poor performers to keep the job, we shouldn't complain about not seeing change for the better. The truth is, all of these representatives have voted against medical liberty. They had multiple chances to do the right thing, and yet they refused to do it. And they all have challengers who scored 100% on Hoosiers for Medical Liberty survey. I'm not sure what criteria Stand for Health Freedom was using, but their messages are confusing. What's more perplexing than recommending or endorsing weak candidates is the fact that the 2 strongest supporters of medical liberty, the only 2 in the state house willing to stand for your rights, were not endorsed. In fact, Representative John Jacob was replaced on this guide by his opponent. His opponent, who is backed by the establishment, refuses to fill out Hoosiers for Medical Liberty survey to define her commitment to you. You must be informed, so I want you to take a few minutes, head over to h4ml.org/legislator lineup and become educated. At the top of the page, you'll see an explanation of the guide, ratings, and the People's Review. We shared our quick glance guide and then move into a focused look at the candidates. Every single candidate was mailed a survey. There's no excuse for them not to have filled one out. If they're not listed, it means they failed because they didn't return one. A few of the candidates have submissions for the People's Review, and you'll see them listed below their image. There's still time to participate, so if you want to add more information about the legislators in your area, please follow up on that. If there is a comparison between the incumbent and the challenger, you should see an underline on the name of the candidate, and you'll be able to click that link. Of course, if you have more questions, don't hesitate to ask. We want you to be informed as possible. We also ask that you help us spread this message. As you know, algorithms keep us down. So take a few minutes and follow a couple of the steps on this page to help spread the word. As always, I just want to thank you for all you do to fight for medical liberty.